Imagine a world of unimaginable luxury, a world where pharaohs and Roman emperors sailed the Nile in floating palaces. For centuries, these opulent vessels were just legends, depicted in ancient texts and mosaics. This is the story of the 2,000-year-old Egyptian pleasure boat, a discovery that's rewriting what we know about ancient life on the Nile. Beneath the waves, off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt, a team of underwater archaeologists made a find that sent shockwaves through the historical community. Lying on the seabed was the hull of a massive vessel, over 115 feet long and 23 feet wide. This wasn't just any ship. This was a ceremonial barge, a pleasure boat from the pinnacle of Greco-Roman Egypt. The European Institute for Underwater Archaeology, or IEASM, confirmed the discovery, which was made in the submerged port of the lost island of Antihodos. Antihodos itself is a place of legend. Once a vibrant island jewel in Alexandria's harbour, it was home to a grand palace and the sacred temple of Isis. But a series of devastating earthquakes and tidal waves sent it plunging into the Mediterranean over 1,000 years ago. It vanished from history, becoming a myth, until its rediscovery in 1996 by the very same team, led by the renowned Frank Goddio. For decades, they've been carefully exploring this underwater city, unearthing statues, coins, and now, the prize of a lifetime. So, what makes this boat so special? It was a vessel designed not for trade or war, but purely for leisure and ceremony. Think of it as the ancient equivalent of a superyacht. The IEASM believes it would have had a lavishly decorated cabin, a place for the elite to relax and entertain as they drifted along the water. What's truly fascinating is how it moved. Evidence suggests it was propelled solely by oars, requiring a team of rowers to glide it silently and majestically through the port. This was slow, elegant travel, meant to be seen and admired. One of the most exciting clues found on the wreck was Greek graffiti. Experts believe this writing could date back to the first half of the 1st century AD. This detail is crucial because it strongly supports the theory that the boat was built right there in Alexandria, a bustling hub of culture and craftsmanship during that era. It wasn't an imported vessel. It was a product of Egyptian ingenuity, blending Greek and Roman influences with local traditions. Frank Goddio, the director of IEASM, couldn't contain his excitement. He told reporters it's the very first time a boat of this specific type has ever been found in Egypt. We've seen them in art, like the famous Palestrina mosaic, which shows Roman noblemen on a similar, smaller boat hunting hippos. We've read about them in the accounts of ancient writers like Strabo. It's the difference between reading about a mythical creature and actually discovering one. This discovery is more than just finding an old boat. It's like opening a time capsule. Each piece of preserved wood, every carving, and every artifact found within its hull tells a story. It speaks of the incredible wealth of Alexandria, the religious ceremonies that took place on its waters, and the extravagant lifestyle of its ruling class during the Roman period. The Institute believes future research on the wreck promises a fascinating journey into the very heart of ancient Roman Egypt. The waters around Alexandria are a treasure trove of history. This ancient city, founded by Alexander the Great himself in 331 BC, has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. Its harbor, known as the Portus Magnus, has seen it all. Over the years, divers have found countless other wrecks, including ships from Napoleon's fleet, which were sunk during the Battle of the Nile in 1798. It's a multi-layered underwater museum, with each wreck telling a different chapter of history. Just earlier this year, the same team from IEASM found another well-preserved, though smaller, Roman-era boat in the eastern harbour. And, in another recent discovery, archaeologists pulled a wealth of artifacts from the Mediterranean, including more ancient statues and Roman coins. These finds are believed to be part of the sunken city of Canopus, another prominent centre during the Ptolemaic dynasty and the Roman Empire. It seems that with every dive, another piece of the puzzle of ancient Egypt clicks into place. But there's a sense of urgency to this work. Alexandria is a city living on borrowed time. It's one of the places on Earth most vulnerable to climate change and rising sea levels. The city is sinking by more than 3 millimeters every single year. This relentless rise of the Mediterranean threatens to swallow not only the modern city but also the submerged ruins that hold so many secrets. According to the United Nations' most optimistic projections, a third of Alexandria could be underwater or uninhabitable by the year 2050. This race against time makes the work of underwater archaeologists like Frank Goddio and his team more critical than ever. They are not just uncovering history, they are rescuing it. The pleasure boat, which lay hidden for 2 millennia, was found just in time. Had it remained undiscovered for another few decades, it might have been lost forever to the shifting sands and corrosive salt water, its stories vanishing with it. The discovery process itself is a marvel of modern technology and painstaking effort. Imagine diving into the murky waters of a busy harbour, visibility often low. The team uses sophisticated sonar and magnetometers to scan the seabed, looking for anomalies that might indicate a man-made structure. Once a potential site is identified, the real work begins. Divers carefully excavate the area, using water dredges to gently remove centuries of silt and sand, inch by inch. Every artifact, no matter how small, is meticulously documented, photographed, and mapped in its exact location before being brought to the surface. The wood of the hull is incredibly fragile after spending 2,000 years underwater. It must be handled with extreme care and undergo a lengthy conservation process to prevent it from disintegrating once exposed to the air. This process can take years, involving soaking the wood in special chemical solutions that replace the water and strengthen its cellular structure. What happens next for the pleasure boat? After conservation, researchers will study every detail. They'll analyze the type of wood to determine where it came from. They'll examine the construction techniques to understand the shipbuilding skills of the time. The graffiti will be deciphered for more clues about its age and purpose. They'll even analyze sediment from inside the hull, which could contain pollen or other organic remains, telling us about the environment and even what was on board when it sank. Ultimately, the goal is to piece together a complete picture of this magnificent vessel and, perhaps, one day, display its preserved remains in a museum for the world to see. It would stand as a powerful testament to a lost golden age. It's a reminder that beneath the surface of our modern world, entire chapters of human history are still waiting to be read. The discovery of the Alexandria pleasure boat is a triumph of exploration and a poignant reminder of both the splendor of the past and the fragility of our shared heritage. As archaeologists continue to race against the rising tides, we can only wonder what other incredible secrets the sunken cities of Egypt still hold. Each new find enriches our understanding of who we were and offers a glimpse into worlds we thought were lost to legend forever. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey back in time. If you're fascinated by ancient history and archaeology, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from the past. Let us know in the comments what you think is the most exciting part of this discovery. We'll see you in the next one.